Hey fam, happy Wednesday. Oil hacks here. This is Hope. So today we're going to be talking about seasonal threats and what you can do naturally to handle that time of the year when there's stuff flying through the air and stuff that your whole respiratory system is just not happy about, and your sinuses are not happy about, and you're just overall not happy about. So let's handle it in a natural way. A lot of conversations going on right now about what do you do, how do you do it, what do you use, what's the recipe, what's the dosage. I'm just hearing conversations about it all over the place. So I just wanted to share with you what we do, how we use it, and invite you to engage in the conversation. Thanks for watching now. If you're watching it on replay, would you give me a like or a thumbs up or a love symbol and post a comment and let me know how you use it. And that way others will benefit from your knowledge and your information. Okay, so let's go to it. This is the resource guide I'm using, Modern Essentials. It comes in a book or an app. It is published by Aroma Tools. It is the best guide to use. Download the app or get the book. I don't care. But if you go to look up seasonal threats, aka allergies or allergens, or there's all sorts of words for it, it's going to list several oils. And those are the ones that we're using here today. They're the ones that just work marvelously. By the way, I'm not a doctor, and these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This is just me sharing what we do in our home. Cool? Okay. All right, so these are the oils that we use. The first three that we're going to talk about is peppermint, lemon, lavender. Okay? Those are the three. You might be asking why those three. Well, peppermint opens airways. It's cooling, refreshing, very soothing to the nasal passages, especially when they've been inflamed or bothered by something. Lavender is gentle for histamine reaction. What do I mean to say there? I mean it's supportive for natural histamine reaction. I'm trying to say it kind of around the way, but it's basically very beneficial for your sinuses. Lemon, cleansing. Cleanses out all the gunk. So these three together are like the trifecta. They're like the three you want to go for. I have a fourth here that I want to introduce, and that's melaleuca. Melaleuca is naturally cleansing, but it's also very soothing to skin. It's also anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, antifungal, antibacterial, and naturally a natural expectorant. So melaleuca is one you want to bring in if you've got gunk flowing. Like if you're stopped up and you've got snot running, melaleuca is what you want to bring in. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do these three. Then I'm going to add in melaleuca because that's, if you've got stuff built up, you want to go ahead and include melaleuca in that whole trio. Okay, so this is how we do it. For an adult dose in our house, we use a little shot glass. This is a nice little brass shot glass we've got here. And I'm going to show you right now how we fill it up, okay? Adult dose here, and then I'll talk about kids in just a second, okay? All right, so we're going to do 2 drops of peppermint, 2 drops lavender, 2 drops melaleuca, 2 drops lemon. Remember, you don't have to have the melaleuca. You could just do the other 3 as a regular supportive dose per day. You might do that 2 times a day if you're managing something. You might do it 3 times a day if you're in crisis. You might back it off to once or twice a week if you're just in maintenance. But this is a daily protocol that you could do on a regular basis for the rest of your life or until you don't need it anymore. So we've got 8 drops total in here. I'm going to add a little splash of raw honey. For your just for your whole body in lots of ways. Raw honey is wonderful. I'm going to put a little dose of raw honey in there and a little bit of water, and I'm mixing it up, so I'm really making a syrup for myself. Okay, so now I've got about a tablespoon worth of liquid in there. That's 8 drops of oil, a little bit of raw honey, and then a little bit of water. Okay, so I'm actually going to do this in front of you. Please don't be grossed out, but I'm really going to gargle, swish, and swallow this. That's how we take this dose. Oh, hey, Rachel. Welcome. Glad you're watching. Hi, Sherry. It's so good to see you. Hey, Mona. Nice to see you. I'm so glad yours are coming. Yes, Mona's are coming today. That's so exciting. So this is how we take it. I'm going to actually gargle, swish, and swallow. Why do I do that? Because I want it to interact with all the tissue in my mouth and in the lower sinus cavity area, and I want it to move through all of my sinuses before I swallow it, and it gets through my digestive system and it gets into my bloodstream. So I'm going to actually do it in front of you and then kind of try to describe what it feels like. Okay, here we go. Cheers. Oh my gosh. So big mouthful of minty freshness is what I'm experiencing right now. My airways are totally opening up. Rachel, what oils I added, just to go back through, 2 drops of peppermint, 2 drops lemon, 2 drops lavender, and then for the decongestant purposes, 2 drops melaleuca. So lemon, lavender, and peppermint are the trio for seasonal threats. It's just another way of talking about that season of the year when there's pollen in there. And then I added in the melaleuca because of its decongestant benefits. So that's 8 total drops in a little shot glass with a little bit of raw honey and water. Gargle, swish, swallow. It gets into all of your tissues. My whole mouth is feeling fresh right now, but it's also moving up into my sinuses. I'm starting to get a little drippage going on because things have totally released and let go. I'm feeling it up above my eyebrows. Did you know there's sinus cavities up above behind your ear, behind your eyes and in your eyebrows? Behind your eyebrows? Saying that right. It's moving all up through there. I'm also feeling fresher and cooler in my core now because I've swallowed it all. Just feels amazing, and it tastes great. It's fresh. I can breathe easier. My eyes are clearer. Now, let's talk about how to use this for kids. We make a roller ball, and I usually use between 5 and 10 drops of each in our roller ball and then fill the rest of the way up with fractionated coconut oil or olive oil or any kind of vegetable oil that you would want to use. And then we roll it on bottoms of the feet, back of the neck, glands, and you can do around the eye sockets and around the nose. Don't do in the eyes, don't do in the nose. Rachel, yes, this is a daily protocol. This is how we handle seasonal threats in our family and in hundreds of thousands of families globally now. It's these oils right here. You can take it in the shot glass like we do as adults, or make yourself a roller ball and use it for your kids. And your kids can take this in their backpack to school or hold it with them. It's their own special use. So again, you would roll that around the eye sockets, around the nose, around here, glands. You can increase the dosage if you need to, based upon the age and weight of your child. In our house, like I said, we use about 5 to 10 drops of each oil and then fill the rest of the way with fractionated coconut oil. But you can make that dough stronger if you need. Okay, there's 2 different ways that you would use the seasonal threats balm. It's another nickname for it. If you Pinterest that, Google it, you'll find it all over the internet. These 4 oils are just amazing to have on hand, and of course they have a ton of other uses. But get engaged. If you're having itchy eyes and runny nose and that stuff, man, handle that stuff. Get it handled with this daily protocol. Daily can be done up to 3 times a day easily. And you can back it off to 2 times a day once you get a handle on it. Back it off to once a day once you're just maintaining. But the wonderful thing about the oils is they help the body recover and repair. So you're doing something really beneficial and helpful for your body by doing this. You're not putting anything toxic in your body that it then has to now clean up and get rid of. This is helpful and beneficial. So you might find that your experience with seasonal threats actually lowers over time with daily use of this. Isn't that a good idea? All right, thanks for watching. Hope you all have an amazing, fabulous day. Go out and breathe fresh air, and let's not be afraid of pollen and stuff anymore with this in our tool belt. We should be happy and eager to be outside and not running away from it. Hope you enjoy an amazing day. Oh, thank you, Mona, so much. Thank you, Rachel, for being here. Mona, thank you so much for the invite to come by the organic farm. There's a common ground organic farm in DeLand that is amazing and wonderful. And Mona is there most Saturdays. And I need to go by and bring my kids and go see her. That's such a great idea. Yes. Thanks, Mona. All right, everybody. Have an amazing, amazing day. Love you guys.